All right, everyone. So in this video, we are going to quickly cover two important aspects of the Google Cloud as per data engineering is concerned. One is we are going to see what exactly a data warehouse is. And second one, we are just going to have a quick glance on how the data warehouse looks like inside the GCP. Right, and to demonstrate the data warehouse inside the GCP, I'm going to use a Google Cloud BigQuery as a service, and I would like to stress this out, and let's clarify it that this is not a session on Google Cloud BigQuery. It's actually a different we have a different dedicated playlist for that, and it's like an ocean, right? The main aim of this video is just to make sure that you become you just to have a quick glance on how exactly the data warehouse can be built by using Google Cloud's BigQuery. So we are not building though, we are not doing any coding stuff, neither we are doing any import stuff or configurations or the design setup and all. Just go to the BigQuery, go to the Google Cloud console, open a BigQuery service and look at how the data warehouse is already present there. Means I have already created it, just to have a quick glance on that, right? So let's start with understanding what a warehouse is. So a warehouse, I believe most of the time you heard it across, and yes, so the same warehouse aspect is applicable in Google Cloud service also, the Google Cloud platform also, but here we are using the Google Cloud BigQuery as a service to build the data warehouse. So basically, as we all know that data warehouse is just a kind of central repository where the data from different streams or different sources come together, and we are dumping it into one central repository, and that central repository we call it as a data warehouse. Now if you consider the difference between data lake, which we have already covered in previous session, couple of sessions back, the only difference between data warehouse and data lake is that in data lake it is also a central repository, but the data in data lake is absolutely raw. It is not structured, it's like clumsy, it's unfinished, unpolished, unorganized, right? But in case of data warehouse, the data is always structured, it's always organized, and it's in a form of table. It's a kind of tabular where you can query the data by using simple queries. You can use it for reporting purpose, for dashboards, for machine learning, and to run the AI stuff and all, right? So that's all about what a data warehouse is, and we have already said that we are going to use the BigQuery here to just demonstrate how exactly the data warehouse looks like, right? So let's go to the Google Cloud console and let's go to the BigQuery, and we'll have a quick glance of the data warehouse, and I will demonstrate couple of queries so that at least you become a bit familiar. And again, I repeat, no need to worry anything on the queries right now. We have a detailed playlist for that as well, right? So without wasting any time, let's move on to the demonstration. All right, everyone, we have just logged in to the Google Cloud, and we are in the home page of the Google Cloud console. So the main purpose of this video is just to give you a basic demonstration on how a simple data warehouse looks like inside the Google Cloud BigQuery service. As we all know that BigQuery is one of the service provided by Google Cloud, which help us to create the massive warehouses, right? So what I will do is I will just click on this navigation menu and then quickly go to the BigQuery. So this is the service which is used to create the massive amount of data warehouse inside the Google Cloud console or the Google Cloud platform, right? So right now you can see variety of tables here. These are all created, so no need to go in depth right now. Just have a quick glance and just visualize and feel comfortable yourself, right? And this we are going to deal in a great detail when we move into exploring the Google Cloud service. BigQuery service. And importantly, this is going to be a very massive course only on BigQuery, because this topic is extremely important for your examination point of view, because almost like we can say around 40 to 50% of the questions that appear in your certification exam are directly or indirectly related to this BigQuery service. All right, now let me just expand this one. Okay, so this is my project and these are the menus, so don't just don't bother at all. Now just look that we have two different data sets. Even data sets terminologies, do not bother, just see what I have created, that's it. So I have created a data set for purchase department. Inside the data set we have two tables, and inside sales department we have these many tables. And trust me, for this demonstration we have only two data sets, but in real-time production there will be hundreds and even like more than hundreds of data sets, right? And there is so many things with respect to this data sets as well. I mean, its security aspects, its authorization, user authentication, giving roles, giving access to the data, so many things lined up here, right? So this is how a simple or a basic data warehouse looks like. And I repeat, this is not a standard structure, neither this is a standard format that everyone must follow. It all depends on your organization, how you are going to organize your data. And most important thing you should note it down here is all the data in this BigQuery is always structured and it's always organized. There are no random files, no videos, no images, no I mean clumsy or no raw kind of data here. The data must be always structured. Most of the time, not most, every time the data is in the form of just a tabular format. It means we have rows and organized columns, I mean that form, right? So let me just click on one of the table, and as soon as you click this table you can see the details. Like this is the schema, these are the details, this is the preview, right? See, we have this retail underscore sales table, and we have around 1 lakh records, almost 1 lakh records. And BigQuery means it's a massive, you can just process terabytes of data here, right? So this is how a basic data warehouse looks like inside the BigQuery, right? So as a part of demo, I will just query a simple just fetch a simple details by using the query editor here. So if you just click on this query editor, this will give you an option to write your query, right? So let me execute a very simple query so that you can be more comfortable when we deal in detail on the BigQuery. Let me just maximize a bit so that you can see the query. For demonstration, I have just created a simple query so that I can directly copy it, and here I am going to paste this, right? So let's click on run and you can see the results over here, right? And the focus is not the query execution here. The focus is just to visualize how these tables or the data is well managed, it's well organized, it's very neat and it's structured, right? And that's all. And these are the results you can see, right? Like in India, per category, which is the maximum price, right? There are so many things. I mean, querying comes at the end. Okay, so we can write massive amount of query in join, subquery, right, and so on. So that's all in this session, guys. So we have just quickly seen how the warehouse looks like, rather than investing much time on how to create the tables, how to fetch the data, I mean how to bring the data to BigQuery, how to create the schemas, how to create the data sets and all, right? So don't worry much, this is going to be very massive, but your goal in this video is just to visualize a quick glance on how the data warehouse looks like, that too inside the BigQuery as the Google Cloud Service. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video soon. Have a good day.